Hey YouTube, how you doing today? Anyways, I'm here to discuss a little bit more on the system. I'm a big, I wouldn't say anti-government person, because I believe that government is a needed thing, because that's what, you know, sets out guidelines for us people for the most part. You know, just a simple guideline thing is all it is. It's not necessarily, it shouldn't necessarily be a bunch of rules and regulations and city ordinances and laws and blah 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 blah. There should be a few basic, simple laws. Thou shalt not kill, don't kill people, don't steal things, don't be corrupt towards other people. And that should be about it. And my main issue is, I want to get on, is the whole Black Lives Matter deal. Well, I want to fucking call out bullshit to the Black Lives Matter movement. Because, you know what? Yeah, I understand the Black Lives Matter movement. Yes, black people get targeted a little bit more from the police. But it ain't because they're black. I mean, a few of them might be the case because they're black, but the main reason it's for is because blacks have been, well, it isn't all our fault. I don't like the fact that the Native or the African American community continues to blame white people for the crimes of slavery 200 years ago plus. 200 plus years ago. It's probably, actually, I think it's less than that. 1850s is when the Civil War went on. So it's only been 150 years or so. 175. But anyways, my whole point is the people that were supportive of slavery and slave owners back then are dead. We have a whole new societal idea on things. We don't look at slavery as a positive thing anymore. We don't look in society. We're trying to move away from looking at black people or people of other ethnic descent other than Caucasian, white, European as less than people. We're trying to move away from that as a country and as a species. I really believe this. I mean, there's a lot of racism still out there, and a lot of it is due to culture differences. So. And that's not, people just, they want to, you know, go after whatever they don't understand for some reason. We need to have a little bit more tolerance in this world, people. But my main thing is about the police. The Black Lives Matter and the police. The reason the police focus on black people is because of the fact that black people tend to live in more impoverished areas, and it isn't because black people's fault or African American people's fault. It's because society has kind of downtrodden them and put them into that situation. It's not our fault that it's happened that way. It's not their fault it's happened that way either. It's just the way things have worked out. And we can change this as a society. We can change it easily. But at the same time, black people have got to make a personal choice. They've got to make a choice to move away from the gangs and the violence and that kind of stuff. Start supporting your community. Start sticking together as couples. You have a baby with somebody, stick it out. You two adults had a choice in the relationship. The baby didn't. So grow up, be adults, and support the kid. I mean, come on. Adults. Be an adult. I mean, leaving... And it's partly... A lot of it comes down to money. It really does. If you get in trouble for a crime and you have the money to pay a lawyer to go to court for you and argue for you, the more money you pay in that lawyer, the better they're going to be, and the more likely you're going to get off with a crime. But if you don't have a bunch of money, oh, by golly, the court system is going to get their money out of you. And they're just going to give you a shit dump truck lawyer, throw your ass in jail, and then get money off you that way. Because the county or the city, wherever you're at, and the jail that you're in, gets so much money per day per person in there from the federal government as income, as a way to support the inmate. Well, counties have figured this out, cities have figured this out, that they give us X number of dollars per day. You know, I think it's a couple hundred, I think nowadays. It's like $100 or $250 or something like that per person in your jail to support them. Pay for their food, pay for their clothing, pay for their electricity usage, water usage, all those things to support people in jail. Because they need to be fed, they need to be taken care of and clothed and all these other things. So that money has got to come from somewhere. And it comes from taxpayers. It trickles down through the government to the jails. But the jails have got this figured out. They're like, you know, we get so much money per day per person. Let's give them the cheapest food we could possibly give them. Let's give them the shittiest clothes we could possibly give them, the cheapest possible clothes. Let's make them buy their own stuff, and then all the extra money that's left over all can go into the pockets of everybody else. You know, yeah, you got to pay the guards and whatnot. I understand that, but you know what? If we can just cut out the coffee for the people in the jail and start giving them this cheap juice instead of coffee in the morning. Oh, we're going to use caffeine as the excuse, though, because caffeine's a drug. Yeah, we got to take drugs away from the criminals, so we're going to take coffee, which is expensive for us, away and give them this cheaper juice so we can stick more money in our pockets. That's what it's all about, people. It's the way the jails and the prisons work. That's why they want to get you in there. And the only way you're not going to get in there is if you spend enough money in the community through a lawyer to justify you not going to jail. It's all about the money. And these police, oh my God. The way I feel about it is being a cop should not be a choice. It should be a forced thing. Power should go to those who least want it. They are the most effective people that are put into power, are the ones that want the power the least. See, cops do not become overbearing bullies, but overbearing, overpowering, aggressive bullies become cops because they want to continue to be able to be a bully, and that's where they can legally do it. 90% of your police out there are bullies from school. And they want to use this excuse, oh, we deal with assholes every day. Okay? Yeah. You knew that going in. That's no excuse for you to be an asshole to everybody you deal with. A majority of cops are dicks. They've got to use this stern personality to try to get their stern point across. You know, make sure they have control of the situation. You know. You know what? They use the excuse, oh, the reason cops are assholes because they deal with assholes every day. Okay, yeah, fine. But you knew that going into being a cop. You knew that being a cop, you deal with criminals, you deal with people that are assholes every fucking day. That's not an excuse for you to become an asshole. It's like a doctor. If a doctor becomes a doctor with the full knowledge that people are going to die on him, and then one day he gets tired and doesn't want to work as hard. Oh, well, people die under me anyway, so just might as well let them die. You know, would you want doctors that way? Would you want doctors just to give up, you know, since they deal with people dying on a regular basis, just to start letting people die on the table because they deal with it? That's what you cops are doing. Bullshit. I mean, no, you don't have to be fucking Andy Griffith. You don't have to be Andy Griffith, every one of you. You can be a little bit on the stern side, I understand. But don't be pricks. Don't be fucking, oh man, you just guys are rude. You know, I'm in control. I have the power. Yeah, I'm the powerful one. I mean, fuck, people. Fucking cops are just, oh my god, they frustrate the fuck out of me. So most of them nowadays just froth at the fucking mouth to take somebody down. They want to take somebody down. You know, they're frothing. Daily they wake up every morning, I wonder if I can shoot somebody today or run somebody off the road or, you know, do a pit maneuver on somebody. Gotta do a pit maneuver. It's like fucking sick. It's sick. Disease of some sort. I don't know. But I think we can personally fix all of this. I could be wrong. But I think we can fix this. Let me try to get these out of my way here. Sorry, I'm doing like I've always done, chicken in the mornings. It's at my work. Just panning up chicken. It's a place called Island Teriyaki in Sandy. If we ever get big, come visit. It's good teriyaki food. We marinate our chicken. We marinate it in teriyaki sauce. Which, here, I'll give you a different angle. See what I can do a little bit more. But anyways, yeah. The police are like I said in my last video, the boy Finktum. The guy was set up. Plain set up. The government had gotten fed up with what they considered his bullshit and decided to eliminate him. So they set it up where they could control the situation. I knew the guy was an extremist, knew he carried a gun, so let's just put him in a situation where he feels like he's forced to use it, or threaten people with it, or whatever. Even if he doesn't threaten people with it anyway, we're just going to shoot him. Put him in a place where we can control the whole idea, and I guarantee you, if he had not reached into his jacket, like he was going for his gun, they would have shot him anyways, and there would have been no footage of it. They wanted to make sure that they had justifiable means to justify their shooting before they put out any video of it. If they couldn't prove that, then they would have just told you the story and there would have been no footage. Like, yeah, he pulled out a gun, so we shot him. Sorry, there's no footage available. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's the way it would have been. Yeah. I don't necessarily believe just black lives matter. I think all lives matter. Even the cops' lives. They don't need to be shot. They don't need to be killed. We just need to not put bullies in the police officers' positions. I'm sorry. And it's the counselors and the psychologists are the ones that are doing it. It should be the ones that call bullshit on a cop, whether he should be one or not. You know, these psychologists that let the guys who are frothing at the mouth to shoot somebody or hit somebody or take somebody down and cuff them, haul them into jail. Yeah. I personally knew one right here in Sandy, Oregon. I personally knew my sister, one of my sister's first boyfriends actually in high school, was a cop here in Sandy. He started out in Lincoln City, was there for 6 months, then he moved to Sandy, and 6 months after he moved to Sandy here, he got into an altercation. They got into a high-speed chase with somebody, I guess, of some sort. Went down 332nd, or 372nd, 372nd, and no, 362nd. That's what it is. My bad. Anyways, 362nd. Went down it, pulled the guy over. The guy crashed or something. The guy got out of his car, and he ended up shooting him. There was a whole investigation over the thing, and they found that he was justified in shooting, but not at the same time. He was justified in shooting, but he should have tased the guy instead of shooting him, so they let him go off the Sandy Police Department. And the only reason they did that is because the people of Sandy fucking got up and irate over the whole deal. I mean, it was like a 6-month thing. It was in every single Sandy paper for 6 months solid, talking about this kid and how what kind of bullshit it was, and how they were going to try to put him in jail and all this other stuff to incriminate the guy, because he was a frothing at the mouth bully that wanted to fucking kill somebody, and that's why he became a cop. And that's the reason a lot of people become cops, because they want to control other people. They have always been bullies, and they wanted to continue to be bullies without having to go to jail. So what do? They become cops. And I hope a lot of cops watch this, because you motherfuckers, that's the way you are. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. A majority of cops, that's the way they are. They're fucking bully pieces of shit. And that's why they get into being police. Anyways, guys, that's the end of my rant today. You guys have a great day. Talk to you.